certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good morning, everybody. I broke my dress code. You know how I said only collars? From now, that's probably a bad word for me to use. Whoopsie. I said only collared shirts from now on. I'm not going to say I broke the rules. I'm bending the rules because it's Rumble Friday. Hello, everybody. Basketball season's coming up. I'm feeling lazy today. It's the end of what was a very busy week. I don't know if you heard. But I put on the hoodie today. Hoodie and shorts. I went with, well, technically this is formal wear now, right? I mean, Senator Fetterman wears it. Senator Fetterman. 5 times fast. Go right now. Everybody, laps. Senator Fetterman, Senator acetaminophen. It's not good. Welcome to the program. It's the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron. So many things to talk about today, but I'm more excited about Rumble Friday because here's what Rumble Friday is from now on. It's Canteen Day. Yes. You know, if I had a brain in my head after today's show, I would head on over to the county and I would spend, a night or two in jail, and I would start knocking away at that 8 days, which you keep hearing, like, it is amazing. You hear about jail terms and they start at 15, and then you're like, oh, 15, that fucking sucks. And then your attorney tells you it's 8. Like, oh, okay, 8. I can do 8. And then you hear from another person like, oh, no, the way time is served and the way they count it is it's not by hours, it's by days. So if you go Friday to Sunday, 3 days, and you're like, so I technically do like 5 days. They're like, yeah. And look, I'll believe it when I see it. But then again, like, I only spent an hour or two after that Gino Keanu violation thing, and they counted that as a day. So, and I was there for like an hour. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. But if I was smart, I would just go ahead and start that now. Thing is, we don't have the schedule yet. Like, we had to, you put forth a schedule and then they okay the schedule and then you get started. So, like, I don't know. But it's, I know people wanted me to be, and a lot of the criminal justice system is like trying to beat you down and break you down. Look, had a little fuck up, got to pay for it. I got another 40 years to live. 8 days ain't going to kill me. We'll get it done, and then life goes on. I'm kind of waiting for this moment where I feel this existential dread, and it's just not coming. Like, everything just feels incredibly manageable. There's something about not being that person anymore. There's something about, kind of exercising that part of you And you're like, you almost feel like you're paying a debt for somebody else. You're like, I vouched for this guy. I got to take on his debt, whatever. Like, it's, in terms of like the actual like sentence and everything, it doesn't feel personal. Like, and I don't expect anybody to understand this. I don't expect anybody to get this. I understand the internet wants blood and everything else. And so they're not going to get this approach. But as you know, I've always been a real world guy. I've always been kind of a misfit on the internet, which I think is a good thing. Like, it doesn't feel personal. So I don't know. We'll see. But look, if I were smart after the show today, I'd go in there for a couple of reasons. Number one, to start knocking down some days. But number two, because then we could call Rumble Friday Canteen Friday. And I could be raising, sure. I could be raising a couple bucks so I could grab some Starburst and a soda, Pay for some phone calls, spend some time on the phone, kill a little time. That's what I heard from Red in Shawshank. He said prison's about finding ways to, keep your mind occupied. I also found out that if I do the weekend thing, there's a lot of shit you just don't get to do. Like, it's basically being detained the way I was when I first went in for arraignment. Like, it's more like that, which is remarkably boring. I'll come out jacked, though. Don't worry. Come out jacked. I was on my way back from SP's this morning. I went to Quick Trip, and I grabbed a 3-meat breakfast sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm just a fat bag of shit. Like, yesterday was good. I went golfing again. 92, by the way. And I hear, like, the golfers in our chat in my head while I'm keeping score. Like, I hit a ball that was just out of bounds, and I just gave it a little scoot. I found the ball. My thing is usually if I can find the ball, I don't count a penalty stroke because I find the ball, I hit the ball. If I can't find the ball, I take a stroke. I found one yesterday, but I couldn't stand and hit the ball, so I just gave it a little scooch, and I ended up parring the hole. And after I parred the hole, as I'm walking back to my scorecard, I went, you can't give yourself a par there. And I'm arguing with myself. I'm like, why can't I give myself a par there? They're like, you scooted. And I was like, yeah, I did scoot. So I put a 5 down, and it was a bogey. But there were a couple of strokes that I took where I was like, a lot of people who are golfing by themselves are not taking this stroke. And I shot a 92. So could I have broken 90 by, with scoots and whatnot? Yes, but the first time I break 90, I want it to be pure. I mean, pure as the driven snow pure. So I shot a 92 yesterday. It's one of the best rounds I've ever golfed in my life. And God damn it, if my wedge is still busted, I just can't. It was the best club in my bag for most of the summer. And now my driver's fixed. I'm fucking crushing my driver. 270, 275 right down Broadway, just fucking ripping the thing better than I ever have. Fixed my swing. You know how I fixed my swing? I went back to what I wanted to do. I went back to doing it wrong. Some guy I was golfing with was teaching me a new grip. We got to do this, try this, and it fucked me up. So I just went back to quote unquote doing it wrong, and it fixed it. My irons were back on yesterday after they disappeared for a round. I only had 2 3-putts. Well, there you go. There's your 90 right there. 2 3-putts. Turn those into 2 putts. My thing was, man, I'm missing makeable 1-putts. That's my big thing. Is like I'm happy. Like when I get to my scorecard and I put like 52, for a 2-putt on a 5, I'm happy. I'm like 2-putt. You didn't putt over twice. But there were a lot of makeable ones that I fucking ate them and. Probably cost me. Hitting greens on the par 3s though. Except I had 145 to the flagstick on a par 3. Took a 9-iron, no tee. 145 to the flagstick, 9-iron, no tee. Got into it. It took off. It was looking beautiful. Probably about 2 feet right of the hole in the air. Like it's 2 feet to the right of the pin. And I'm like, it's looking good. and I look for it to come down. I didn't see it come down. I cleared the fucking berm over the green, never found the ball. And I'm just like, wait a minute, hold on. 140, what? Well, 145, I think was the number. 145, 9. There's no way I busted a fucking 9-iron 160. I did. I had a little wind help. 160 with a 9-iron. That's a fucking shot right there. Anyway, I played golf yesterday. I'm feeling good. I'm outside. I'm getting exercise, all that. And what do I do this morning? 3-meat breakfast sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper. For Christ's sake, man. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. All right, we got links coming in already. Let's do some of this. Veldrain with $5. Thank you very much. Joey Caravello with 10. That means he's going to go first. You fucking guys. Oh, these are going to be fun today. I appreciate it. Just looking through the chat real quick. Just take it. Oh, yeah, Nova's one of the guys that he's mad that I'm not feeling different. No, Nova, you misunderstood. That's not what the complaint's going to be. The complaint is about something not related to the case directly. No, it's something else. It's very corrupt. But I got to wait a little bit on that one. Anyway, Nova's very mad at me because I smile. Nova's one of these guys who, if I don't call him God, he's very parasocial, but I like him in a weird way. I like Nova, but he's got deep troubling mental issues. When I found out that he's older than me and he gets this much into these podcasts, I'm like, oh no. That's when I kind of decided, ugh. But Nova's one of those guys who like wants me to be upset, wants me to be sad, wants me to be mad. And when I'm not, he's like, no, you're coping, you're upset. Like he needs to convince himself that I feel differently than how I do. It's Nova, I will tell you this, buddy, and you like to use this phrase, I'm always right. You just get a little too close, bud. You believe everything you hear. And it's, unless it's me, you have a weird thing with me. You'll be okay, buddy. We've got a great show today. We got a lot of things to talk about. We've already got the links coming in. $5 links, $10 immediate, $20 full. Let's get into them. I wanted to talk about this guy first because when I was on the golf course yesterday, I was listening to a debate that was moderated by Alex Stein. I like Alex. He was moderating a debate for Tim Pool. Now, Alex likes Tim Pool, but I think Alex likes Tim Pool in a clout kind of a way. Like he knows he can get subscribers and views from Tim Pool. I think Alex is too smart of a guy not to see the Tim Pool grift, but I'm not going to blow up anybody's spot. Tim Pool's channel hosted a debate on Israel this was like a month ago, between this guy named Rathbone, who's like some liberal guy, but he's very smart. Like he knew his stuff. I find that when I watch debates on Israel and Palestine, I'm siding with the lefties a lot of the time because I think this is one where the lefties have it right. And the guys, I'm not saying the right because you got like Tucker and Candace and all these people, Charlie Kirk before he died, were like turning on Israel. So it's not like the right's prevailing opinion is that Israel rules. But when it is Israel rules, they should be able to do whatever they want. It's usually Republican guys. So I'm usually siding with the lefties on the Israel-Palestine stuff. This Rathbone debated this guy who I got to get this guy on the show because he's you guys will be fascinated by this guy. He is unbelievably retarded. I mean, this guy is so not a smart guy who knows what the hell he's talking about. I'm telling you, he makes Tim Pool look like William F. Buckley. You're not going to believe this. And also, he gives me like serious stolen valor without it actually being stolen valor vibes. This misfit patriot guy, he's got to go. He troubles me. Any of these right-wing guys who talk about how we should turn this into glass or we should bomb this or bomb this, and these motherfuckers have never served a day in the military, No way. I don't like these guys who walk around puffing their chest out wearing pseudo, like what a military guy would wear gear, or calling yourself, I'm the misfit patriot. Well, yeah, misfit because you're calling yourself patriot. You never picked up a gun to defend your country in your life. Go fuck your mother. But these guys who like basically play paramilitary but have never served a day, these are a special kind of scum. So this misfit, and now on top of that, this misfit patriot guy, whatever side he's representing, needs to kick him the fuck out because he's embarrassing. He almost seems like one of those guys who, when he argues for your side, you feel like he was sent by the other side to fuck with you. So this misfit patriot guy starts debating Rathbone. And this Rathbone starts carving him up so bad that even the moderator, Alex Stein, is like, well, no, it's, you got this wrong. You got that. Even Alex is jumping in and being like, okay, you're kind of getting in over your skis here. I want to show you a little bit of this because you got to see this misfit patriot guy. He's fucking dreadful. Miss Tay with $10. Thank you very much. We'll put your, Sean and Marley. Ooh, we get a 1 minute Sean and Marley clip today. But it's fucking TikTok, so the second I rewind, God damn it. The second I rewind, I can't, it starts playing automatically. All right, what do we have here? Misfit Patriot is a chick, thus very emotional and willing to sacrifice men. No, Miss Tay, Misfit Patriot, this is a dude. I don't know what person you're talking about. This is a different person. I'm not sure if I got the right guy. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I debate Misfit Patriot on Tim Pool's show. This is the debate. This is Rathbone. Now, I know he looks like a lefty, but I thought he was very smart. I thought he did a good job, made good arguments. But this Misfit Patriot is, I'm getting really tired of these Christians that are supporting genocides committed by the people who murdered their savior. I'm kind of getting tired of this shit. Enough of these guys. Let's take a look here. It is Rumble Link Friday. Go ahead and do your thing. We've already got a handful or so ready to go. This is what I was listening to yesterday on the golf course, to relax.
The United States is the greatest terrorist state in the world. That's just
I would probably agree with that.
That's just based on numbers. Like we've occupied, we are the empire state here. We've been living in the past 50 to 80 years. We've been living in a unipolar moment. Okay, that's just in world history. That's just where we find ourselves. We've awakened in this time. We have political consciousness in this moment where there has been a one world superpower for the past ever since the post World War II, ever since the end of World War II. We have demonstrated unparalleled world supremacy.
Certainly since the Cold War.
Yeah, that's what I mean, post World War II, Cold War. Absolutely. So when you say terrorists, what you're talking about is resistance to terrorism. You're talking about resistance to occupation. We are occupying all of these lands. If we just got the fuck out of the Middle East, have you just take a look at a map? Look at a map, pull up the map of the military bases that are in the Middle East right now. They're ringing and dotting the entire region, okay?
This was Dr. Ron Paul's argument that woke up, I think, quite a few Republicans, because Republicans used to be all Bush doctrine. They used to be all, let's throw our weight around, let's fuck these countries up, all of this stuff. Ron Paul comes in and he drops a bomb that not a lot of people in America are ready to hear, which is they don't hate us for our freedom. Now, believe it or not, some of you who are younger than me won't believe this, but after 9/11, we were told we had to go to war with all these countries. And when we were asking, why did they knock the towers down? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? This was before anyone was asking questions about what the CIA knew, what the State Department knew, what Mossad knew, dancing Israelis, like all that stuff. This was just official story, 9/11. Why do they hate us? And the answer the Bush administration came up with was, well, and again, if you're 30 or under, you might not buy this, but they said, they hate us for our freedom. They said things like they hate us because we can go to the mall. and in 2001, 2002, we bought it. We bought it. Then in 2008, Ron Paul runs for president, and he tells people they don't hate us for our freedom. They hate us because we're over there. They hate us because we have military bases in their holy lands. The American military has bases in the Middle East, and they're angry about it. They see it as an occupation. Now, you may not know this, and if you're a pro-Israel person, this might kind of help you understand the other side's argument. In international law, if you are an occupied people, anything you do to fight back against your occupier is justified. Any force you use against the occupying force is justified. Now, I don't know how far that extends. I don't think that means that you can go around just, shooting civilians and shit. But anything you do to the opposing country is not seen as an act of aggression. It's seen as a continuous act of self-defense, which I think is correct. So fighting back against America to a lot of these people is not seen as terrorism. It's seen as resistance to an occupation.
You can't find an analog in the Western Hemisphere of Middle Easterners or any other, culture or country that is posturing the same way in the American.
I would say financially, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. They're not as bad as we are militarily, but I would say the way they throw their business influence around and the way they throw their money around, I would say Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Israel are kind of doing a soft colonization. But yeah, again, not as bad as as America is.
Sphere of influence, okay?
Well, maybe like Minneapolis has a lot of Somalis, but it is different. It is.
Oh, that's the other thing. In this debate, Alex Stein is going to Alex Stein. You don't see the Muslims occupying, he's like, maybe Minneapolis. Fuck you, Alex.
Different than what you're saying. Obviously, America is a much bigger occupier, so I agree with that. Like, we are the bullies that kind of start all this drama. But to your point, though,
I love how Alex is like so into the internet that even when he's talking like foreign policy, he's using words you'd use like for internet podcast beefs. Like he's like, I understand, in the rest of the world, we really are the people that cause all this drama. It's like, it's not drama, dude. It's war. You remember on December 7th, 1941, when the Japanese were just starting all that drama?
Islamophobia, this thing. Not all Muslims are bad, right? I mean, of course not.
So here comes Misfit Patriot. This guy, he's the star of this clip as far as I'm concerned, because this guy I didn't know these guys still existed. Like, this is a guy who's still swallowing the whole wafer from 9/11. This guy's still like a Bush doctrine dude. Like, any Muslim we bomb had it coming. Like, this guy is, really, it's like discovering dinosaur fossils, but it animates and starts moving around. That's Misfit Patriot. And when you see this guy, you're going to know why I hate him. He's this guy who kind of postures military. He gives off the vibe of like service. He's never served a day in his life. This guy, and the way he talks about war and bombing and what war is, fuck everybody who looks like this guy. He's the same kind of chicken hawk that you had with Cheney and Wolfowitz and Bush and all these guys. Lindsey Graham, same chicken hawk kind of attitude.
So when you label like every Muslim as a terrorist, I didn't label every Muslim as a terrorist. And I'm not even trying to get on you. I just feel like that narrative, we've created that narrative, and that is kind of a propaganda war that every Muslim guy is trying to blow us up, which is obviously not true.
I think every Islamist is. Every Islamist is trying to, and the funny thing is, by the way, the answer to the question.
He's got a shirt on that says "fuck cancel culture." That's how you know this guy is down, dude. He's got a camo hat on. Look out. Look. There's a lot of these soft guys that grow beards, wear form-fitting T-shirts, and put on camo because underneath it all, they're soft as fuck. The tattoos, their whole aesthetic is psychological cope, essentially. This misfit, it's awesome, though, because there's his spirit animal, just a little kitten. He gets in there and he goes, I think every Islamist does. Retard. would you quit rehashing Hannity talking points from 2006? The fuck is an Islamist? Go ahead. What is it? Oh, it's someone who has a deep belief in the Quran and a literal interpretation. They all want to kill you. These are people that can't name a country where they live that doesn't have an American military base on it. There ain't no way they're killing anybody.
Last year is it's over 60,000. Over 60,000 terrorist attacks, according to the International Council for Terrorism, or I mean, you're an appeal to authority.
Let's appeal.
You don't get to go. Oh yeah, there's been 60,000. You don't get to pull the 60,000 number out of your asshole and then not remember the organization. You should be able to bring that shit up like that.
To authority on the UN, so I might as well bring up those stats.
Yeah. So what is it? The International Council for Terrorism? What is that?
I can't remember the name of it. I think it's the International Terrorism Council.
How convenient.
Or something like that.
Hold on, the International. Let's look it up. No. Hold on. Tim Pool's got like 19 guys there working for him on this debate. International Council for Terrorism. Let's see. There is no single International Council for Terrorism. Okay. How about, what's the other one he said? International Terrorism Council. We'll switch up his wording a little bit here. The Counterterrorism Committee is a subsidiary body of the UN Security Council. Oh, you'll also find out this guy hates the UN, so that's not it. Oh, shit. You know what I just realized? We haven't said goodbye to YouTube yet. I'm sorry. We got to get to some of these links and stuff. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm going to get out of here. I apologize. Whoopsie daisy. I got a little